What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first impressions with the BC Racing Extreme Low coilovers. All right, so now that we're on the road, a couple of my first impressions. So I had the BC Racing BR types on my Focus ST, and so this is going to be a little bit different. But as far as compared to the BR types, I have to say that these are a little bit more bouncy than the other coils. Reason for that would be the actual physical height of the coilover is shorter because it is the extreme low, and as well as I do have it on a stiffer setting right now just because of how low I'm riding. So I have a feeling that that's pretty much why it feels the way it does. It's not completely unbearable at all, but it is, you can tell that it is significantly bouncier. Now, just cruising around some neighborhood roads, it's really not bad. Even on the highway, I can't say that's really that bad. It's just whenever you do hit bumps, it's extremely noticeable versus the other coilover. There are some ways to fix this. BC Racing does offer the Swift Spring upgrade, which I did not get in this car. I thought about it, but I just didn't really want to spend the extra money for it. But now that I'm seeing how the regular springs ride, which you can see right now, the shakiness, I may end up upgrading to the Swift Springs in the future. But I'm just gonna ride these out and see how it works and get a good feel of them. Overall performance with handling and things like that, I mean, it's a BC Racing coilover. They are very good. It is lower, it is bouncier, and this isn't even the lowest setting that the vehicle can go, which is pretty cool. And you can really tell the difference between the two sets of coilovers. But one of the cons with being, the lower setup, you do get the bouncier ride. It is still a little bit rough. But like I said, overall, not that bad. So I have had these coilovers on the vehicle for maybe 2 weeks or so. I think just shy of 2 weeks. So I haven't really had the most experience with them. But in the 2 weeks, I think I drove it maybe about 150 miles. And I feel like that's a pretty good, representation, at least for now. Now, the car doesn't see any track use or anything like that, but it is nice when you do get a set of coilovers, at least for BC Racings and some of the other ones. You do get camber adjustment, height, obviously the height adjustment, and caster as well, depending on how you set it up, and the adjustable dampening. So that's one reason why I would really recommend getting coilovers. Not so much the extreme lows. I would say that these coils are definitely made for if you are trying to get really good fitment and a lot lower than a regular coilover, then I would definitely say go ahead and get these. So despite all the cons, there are plenty of pros to having this setup. With the adjustability and everything like that, I could still raise the car. I believe the maximum height on this car with the extreme lows is 2 inches shorter than stock, which really isn't that bad, and it is a little bit more dailyable. I had it pretty high. I want to say almost max height when I first installed it, and it had plenty of room. So if you do want to lift it up a little bit higher, you can, and that way you don't have to sit this low. Now, I did mention in my other video when I did install it, I was going to raise it because you can still see the rear is really in there. But yeah, so the differences between the extreme lows is that it does sit lower just out of the box. So if you did want to be higher or closer to a stock height, then I would recommend getting the regular BR types. But if you're okay with being lower, have a little bit better fitment, and dropping even lower than this, then I highly recommend getting the extreme lows. Alright guys, so that's pretty much my first impressions on the BC Racing Extreme Lows. Right now, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna take some pictures. Just picked up the new 70-200, so we're gonna test that out today and get some more pictures out there. So thanks you guys for watching. If you want to check out my Instagram, it's at 6P Media. I'll post a link down in the description below. I really appreciate all the support. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you like this video, and I will be coming out soon. Probably this weekend I'll record another one. I got a couple little things to address with the car, and we're gonna fix the ride height and a couple other things. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys, and see you in the next one.